It's my painting.
I fart on your art.
Welcome everybody. Different style video today. We're going to be telling you stories.
These are the top 5 times we ended up in hospital.
Number 5. The thumbtack soccer ball injury. Back years ago.
100.
Michael and I would do live streams where we would stream to maybe 50 people, and we were so poor, and I was fat, and Michael was gross and skinny, and we did a lot of drugs, and we were just such sick Anyway, we covered an entire soccer ball with thumbtacks. Michael booted the ball into me. One of the thumbtacks got lodged underneath my skin, and I was worried it was going to travel up my artery into my heart. That's what freaked me out, so I grabbed it immediately. Of course, we had to stop the video. I couldn't get the thumbtack out myself.
It lodged him properly.
Went to the hospital, told them what happened. They shook their heads like they always do, and then they had to do an x-ray, and then they just removed it with a pair of little snips. But to be honest, I don't even think that was a doctor, man.
Number 4. Number 4 is I ended up in the hospital with a broken rib.
We were filming one of our episodes for which sport is the scariest, and we were filming a rugby union episode. Someone we know got us into contact with Saya Fayinga. We rocked up on the day. He's massive. He's this huge guy, and only after the video did we find out that he's known for cutting dudes in half. He played for the Queensland Reds, the Brumbies, and he was even an Australian quality Wallabies player. So he's like the best in Australia at people up.
I just knew that something was going to go wrong.
We started the video, we started off easier. He was kicking the ball into us. First, we were trying to stop him, and then it came to the run it straight challenge where Michael and I had a football and had to run straight.
How do more people not die in rugby league and rugby union?
I don't know.
It's so dangerous. He dropped me and put all his weight onto me, and then his impact and at the ground at the same time crushed me, and you hear it. Click, snaps the rib, and I was like, yeah, that's done.
And Michael's going, oh my God. But Saya was super apologetic after we hung out with him for a bit, and he's actually an absolute legend. So, Saya, if you're watching, thank you.
Apparently the nurse said that it wasn't just a broken rib, it was a bunch of bruised cartilage as well. Couldn't cough or sneeze for 3 months.
Hospital trip number 3. Eye injury. This was just a tame, normal social media video, we thought. How to ruin a picnic. And it was basically Michael and I set up a beautiful picnic. So we had our friends standing around us. As you know, some of our friends have a really, really strong throwing arm, especially James. So the video starts. Michael and I are enjoying our picnic. Bang! We start getting thrown at us. Apples, oranges, it's exploding into the glass next to us, flying everywhere. It's chaos. As I go from looking at Michael, I turn around and with an open eye, one of James's bullets slogs me in the open eye.
Oh my God, dude.
Boom, and explodes across my face. I immediately knew something bad was wrong because I could not see out of my eye. So I put my hand on my eye and half my face went numb. So I was like, I had to stop the video, stop. And it was a very strange, weird feeling. Eventually, my feeling came back in my eye, but it hurt to look left or right or up or down. So I literally had to be like an old man and move my head like that. Later that night, I literally couldn't look sideways. My eye was really swollen and things were getting worse and worse. So I was like, I better make sure there's nothing wrong here. Went into the emergency. They do this weird test on your eye, and they get this little machine, and you have to keep your eye open, and it taps on your eyeball. Thank God, no permanent damage, but that one was a scary one.
Yeah, eyes, you gotta really look after it. Number 2. This is nail gun to the body.
This was a website video, which in hindsight was one of our dumbest ideas ever. We wanted to see at what distance a nail gun could be safely shot at a human being, because we had heard from one random person once drunk on a night out that we met twice, that apparently if you shoot them over a distance, the nails, they start to spin. And so we thought, oh, that's fine. It's just like having someone throw a nail at you at great speeds and it just slaps into your body. We'll be fine. One of our crazier friends, Hayden, with the most highly powered nail gun that you can get, sitting down about 10 meters away from us with nails this long.
They were like 8 centimeters long at least.
Shooting at us, right? First he shoots me, they bounce off the pillow. And then I even get one on the butt and it does what we thought, it slapped. Then, first shot to Michael, it shoots like a spear.
Yeah, man, and it went straight in. Oh, I'm gonna It went straight into my ass.
Oh, stop! That hurt!
In the middle of my cheek, probably about 4 centimeters in.
I still remember, we didn't hear the nail hit the ground, and we both looked down at your ass, and the nail is protruding from your ass. It was horrific, but also hilarious.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because it was your bum cheeks.
Yeah.
It's like, whatever.
You don't need bum. So we're like, oh, you know, we just pulled that nail out, thought, oh, that's unlikely to happen again. Hayden's firing a few shots at us, he's missing us a few times, it's shooting into the wooden fence that we're standing in front of.
God, dude, that's so high. Stop.
Where did that hit? And then he gets Michael, lines up his leg, and bang! Ah!
It's in his leg.
Get it out! So he shoots, bang, straight into Michael's calf the entire way.
All you could see is just the tip of the nail, the head. It like morphed the calf and made it look different.
It almost looked like it had been pinned his calf muscle to his shin bone through the back of it. Hilarious.
Oh,
we all
man.
run over, Michael's freaking out, and then, of course, for footage, Michael very slowly pulls it out, which is on the website. Obviously, we can't show that stuff on social media, but it is truly shocking how long that nail is.
Pull it out, of course, it starts pissing blood. I cover it and I was like, man, I just want to go to the hospital and make sure that there's no like damage inside. We went to the hospital, they were like, you're stupid to pull it out.
Been shot with a nail gun, and the nail sort of went in about 5 centimeters into his calf muscle.
Got an x-ray, they said that a millimeter to the left or a millimeter to the right, it would have hit an artery because there was 2 arteries coming down.
That's insane.
The arteries in your legs, you can bleed out within seconds.
Yeah. And they had to put a pipe into your hole to flush it out, didn't they?
Yeah, they had to sort of shove this little tube down that flushes out so it stops infection. Then I remember that day is the day Amber, my fiance, messaged me. I was in hospital. And I was like, holy shit, it's a sign. Number 1, the arse volcano.
Oh man. Now this was another website video and we thought it was a great idea. We thought, look at what happens when you put Mentos into Coke bottles. Boom! Huge explosion. Wouldn't that be funny to see that come out of an asshole?
I was actually sort of excited for this. I thought it might feel good.
Because Michael couldn't chug the Coke fast enough and then put the Mentos in. We thought we need to get a bigger chemical reaction here. And what gives a bigger reaction than Coke and Mentos? Vinegar and bicarb soda. We didn't know what would happen here. We didn't know the effects, so we called around. We even called James's mum, who knows a fair bit about, health and stuff. And we're like, oh, would it be alright if we put a bit of vinegar up Michael's ass? And she's like, yeah, people do vinegar enemas all the time. Not knowing what our plan was. When people do vinegar enemas, they use a very small amount of vinegar diluted massively. We went out and bought double strength pure
I didn't
vinegar.
know it was double strength till now.
Double strength. So off we go, we shove the tube up Michael's ass.
Shut up and let me insert this tube in your ass.
Pour the vinegar in, pour the bicarb in, and yes, we did get a reaction. So after we're like, oh, okay, video done, yeah, yeah, that's alright. And then we're starting to relax, and then Michael's like, I don't feel too good. And he kept going to the toilet like every 10 minutes.
I just kept I was like, alright, I'm just gonna go home because I feel so sick. Ended up just going to the shower in the fetal position, lying down, and we just in the shower every few minutes. And then the blood started happening.
And you call Amber's dad, right? Who's like a nurse.
Yeah, I just had to call the ambulance because he's shivering and it's gotten really bad again.
And he said you may have a hole in your colon.
Yeah, he said basically you might have to have a bag for the rest of your life. That terrified me.
So Michael goes to the hospital and they go, you've got a temperature, you can't come in because you might have COVID.
I might die.
He's got blood coming out of his ass.
Update on the hospital situation. They have refused me because I have a temperature.
They sent him away. So I get on the phone, I start calling all the hospitals in the area, and one hospital nearby said, yeah, we'll see him.
So, do videos online, and today we decided to try and make a volcano from my asshole.
And then Michael got in there and they pumped him full of painkillers. And what did the doctor say?
Yeah, he said that first time he's ever seen this, and I've basically sunburned my inside of my colon.
So it's
imagine
corroded
sunburn.
away the inside of his inner linings.
He just said, look, we don't know what's going to happen here because it's the first of its kind. So here's some drugs. If it gets worse, come back.
I got morphine. Oh my god, it feels good.
And then I just laid in bed on codeine for a few days. That was fun. That was the fun part.
And that is the top 5 times we've been to hospital so far.